I got for like and subscribe to my channel and be sure to click the bell button.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sweetie. This is Losing the Fluff. We use walking workouts, low impact workouts to lose weight. And we really just focus overall on our health over here on this channel. So we have a plethora of things that we do. But I just wanted to say thank you for joining me because I am on my journey towards better health. And I appreciate having you join me on my walk. Feels good not to walk by myself. Now before we get started, this is my copper water. I'm going to always encourage you to have a container somewhere nearby of water, cup, glass, bottle, and if at any time during this video you feel like you got to stop, you need to take a break, stop, pause me, hydrate yourself, and then get back to it. That's all I say. Now before we get started walking, we have to stretch. And stretching is important before you do any type of workout. I'm going to be very honest with you, family. Our stretching and our walk is going to look very different today. And I'm going to explain why as we are going along. I'm really stiff. I'm really, really sore. And this is my first time doing any type of workout in a couple days. And it's because I had an accident. I got hurt. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm really sore. I missed working out. And I have to get back to it. So right now, this is what I'm doing. Got my thumbs and the small of my back. I'm just giving myself a rub because I'm so tight and so tense right here. I really want this to loosen up before we start walking. So, try this. If you have lower back problems, that's some of the things I do for myself. In that accident, I will tell you all about it. Definitely not a car accident. Okay, let's stretch. Let's reach for the sky. And hold for 5, 4. Keep reaching. 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring it back down. Oh. Now let's go back up. Let's reach again. Let's take it up. Up, 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 up. Up, up, higher. High as you can. Hold it. 5, 4. Oh, this is tight. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Slowly bring it down. Down, 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 down. Okay. We're going to grab our ankles and have a nice stretch. 1. Let's go on down. Let's work our way down, down. Slowly, slowly, slowly. When you get to your ankles, you can stop. Arch your back up. Try to make your knees straight, and we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, slowly begin to rise. Bring it back to the top. Now let's walk. Yeah. Let's walk, 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 walk it off. Let's go. Let's walk. You see I got pinky on already. We are walking. I just got my hands on my hips right now because I'm really, really sore, family. So let me explain it to you. And if you decide to laugh, it's okay, because I have laughed in the aftermath of it all. So, for me, today's Thursday. So, a couple days ago, I was on my porch. My porch is an enclosed porch. And I had decided that I had wanted to go back and restart this TV show that I didn't finish, but that I've been seeing people still talking about. It's a Disney TV show, starring Samuel L. Jackson, called The Secret Invasion. So I'm watching it. I'm all engrossed. I'm on my laptop. I'm on my porch. My porch is enclosed. You've seen my porch before in the video where I show you the technique in the daytime. I'm on the porch sitting on my bench, and that's where I was when this incident took place. So what happened? I'm on the porch. I'm sitting down on my bench, and I'm doing the technique as I'm watching The Secret Invasion, and somehow a bird got in to my porch. Okay? A bird got in. I didn't know what was happening. All I know is I was watching TV. I saw something out of the corner of my eye. Flying. That's all I knew. It was in my space. And it was not supposed to be in my space. So I flipped out. I ran in the house. I told my kids, my husband, he was asleep. I told my kids, I was like, oh God, there's a bird on the porch, there's a bird on the porch. So I go back to the door and I can see the bird flying back and forth. So first of all, let me explain. My son, hardcore gamer. So when I go to him, he's on the computer, headphones on, full throttle into these conversations that he be having with his friends, paying mom no attention, right? So I tell my daughter again, like, oh, I can't get this bird on the porch. So she gets my walking stick and she goes out on the porch and when we go back, the bird's nowhere in sight. I don't see it. She don't see it. So she's like, well, maybe it went back out the way it came in. I'm like, yeah, right. I think so. So, because what happened was, before she came out there, I went back to the porch door and I could hear fluttering, but I could not see where the bird was at. So I was like, okay, he might have flew in the curtains. It might be fluttering there. So she gets the walking stick. It's a wooden walking stick. And so she's using that and she's jabbing at stuff. She's moving curtains. Meanwhile, I decide I'm scared. I don't want to be on the porch anymore. I grab my laptop. I start putting away everything that I had. I had been drinking water. I had my surround sound hooked up to my laptop. I had to hook all that. And I'm trying to do all this stuff quick while she's on the porch still looking for a bird. So now I take my laptop back in the house, blah, blah, blah. I have this table that's next to the bench that I put stuff in. So I went to put the things in there, inside of there that I store in there. And at this time, she happened to discover the bird. Okay? And when she discovered the bird, it responded by chasing us off of the porch. Well, I was bent down putting the stuff in the chest, the table. And so when I saw the bird coming, I went to get up and run because so the table is next to the door, but there's also a space right there. And instead of me going through the door full speed ahead, I hit the wall. But I was coming up. Like I said, I was bent down. So I was still bent down and started running. And I was running up. And then I ran into the wall. But I'm on the porch. So it's not a regular wall. It's like a wall with siding on it. My whole mouth was bleeding. My teeth was bleeding. I really messed myself up. The whole side of my face was swollen. This is why I couldn't make videos. Oh, my whole side of my face was swollen. I looked crazy, y'all. My nose was swollen, my lip is still messed up a little bit. But it looked so much better than it did. Like, it was all bruised and purple and like, it was some, I think I still have like a couple of little tiny, like I can feel them like sores on my lip. But I've really been doing my best because I ain't want no scars to properly take care of myself. So, do I look like I hit the wall? I don't. I feel like I'm almost 100%. I got like a little tiny bump still right here in my lip and like under here. And that's really it. Yeah, I feel I gave myself a concussion. Yeah, I was messed up, like, once I had hit the wall, I ended up falling to the floor and then like crawling into my house. And then I when that happened, like, I was so messed up. My head was spinning, my whole face was hurting. I couldn't even speak. I was just like, oh my goodness. I just feel all this pain. And I just think to myself, I can't believe I just hit the wall. And then I'm thinking to myself, I'm so sleepy. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to sleep. Then something says, don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. So I'm struggling down, laying on the floor. Literally, y'all, my son is gaming. I'm in the same room as him. I have crawled into that room. And he hasn't realized his mother's on the floor, don't realize I'm all bloody, mouth bloody. He's just gaming. He's just gaming. And so my daughter is out there trying to battle this bird by herself. Okay? I have now left. She's out there. She, I guess, closed the door after I fell. She stayed out there. She's trying to battle this bird. The bird took her out, y'all. Yes, I am laying there. I hear this big boom. I knew she fell. I knew she fell too. I was like, oh my goodness. And I'm so messed up. I can't even get up. I can't help my kid. So all I can say to my son, who has these headphones on, who's gaming hard, doesn't hear his sister. I heard the big boom. He didn't hear nothing. He didn't know I fell. He didn't hear nothing. All I could say is, please help us. That's all I can say. I said, boy, please help us. And then when he heard that, he got up. He got up, saw me on the floor. He went out there with his sister, who then now was coming inside after she had fell. And she's, so we're trying to explain to him, I can't really talk because my face is now swelling up. There's a bird on the porch. We have to get it out. And he's like, oh, I'm just going to go out here and open some windows. He went out there, opened some windows. 2 minutes, y'all. 2 minutes. He comes back in. Bird's gone. Me and my daughter, we now both on the couch. Injured, messed up. He just like, bird's gone. Just going back to what he doing. But we both messed up. She laid up with ice on her leg. I got ice on my mouth, on the side of my face. It was so messed up. When my husband finally woke up from work, he came and he saw my face. He was like, what's wrong with you? I had to explain the bird story. And he's like, oh my God, somebody's going to think that we're in a domestic and that I did this. And I'm like, no, because me and the kids know the truth, right? And my kids are both young adults. So it's like, no kids want to lie and say that their mom hit the wall and lie for her husband. Heck no, y'all not there. If I was in a domestic, me and these grown kids would be whooping whoever behind that was. We ain't playing those games. We ain't doing that. And that's not what it was. I truly, y'all, have these times in my life where I hate to say it like this. I'm clumsy. And the clumsiness, and I don't know, I probably need to go to the doctor and figure this out, y'all, because I'm going to explain something to you. I have broken my toes numerous times. And I break them the same way every time. How do I break my toes? I'm playing. In a nutshell, I'm playing. I am playing, and my toes have all been broken when my husband was my boyfriend in these different parts of our life. But we are playing, and we are running through the house, and I am running through an entryway, like a door. However, my peripheral, I see the door, I see the door frame, but I'm not always going through it. And this is how I've broken my toes. Because I'm running, and as I'm running, for some reason, my foot hit the wall. And I broke my toes. Yes. And so, after like the third time of this happening, we decided we should not run through the house anymore. We should not play that way anymore. Because I end up with broken toes. And he didn't want people thinking, like, it was something that he was doing intentionally and purposefully, because no, I was running through these doorways. And I'm telling y'all, like, I saw the doorway. I saw the doorway. How the heck did I hit that wall? I don't know. I don't know. Why is it that whenever I'm running full speed and I'm going through a doorway or attempting to go through a doorway, I'm not going through the door. I don't understand why I'm not going through the door. I don't. Why am I slightly off? Like hitting the wall. Why am I slightly off? Right? Like, this is what it is. I am slightly off when I'm going through these entryways full speed ahead. And obviously, in moments of excitement, it must be contributing to me seeing the door and missing the door. I don't know. But y'all, if you do know, enlighten me so that I can stop hurting myself when I am excited and running through a doorway. Because I'm like 0-4 right now. I need to win. These entryways, they be taking me out. I'm like 0-4. Doors 4, sweet 0. Walking away with injuries every time. So I'm thankful I didn't break anything this time. Yeah, I'm thankful, but it took me out for almost a whole week because I could not come back until at least my face was fixed, because you wouldn't have been listening to a dang on word out of my mouth the whole time while we were supposed to be working out. You know, I would have came right here, you'd be like, what the heck? Sweet, your face. And that would have all you've been able to focus on. And I didn't want to do that. I didn't want that. And I ain't gonna lie. I thought about wearing like a mask. I thought about wearing a mask so that I could come and do my workout. But the other aspect, right? I didn't just hurt my face, right? Oh, y'all, this leg is messed up. This hip is messed up. My back is messed up. All from that fall. So I have been really, really sore. And thank goodness, and I hate to say it like that, thank goodness for that ER visit, right? Because I got muscle relaxers. And so I've been taking muscle relaxers, and it helped. Now, while we're here, I had my follow-up appointment to the ER visit. Emily, when I thought I was sick, oh, I was not sick. I was not sick with any viral condition that could be catchy or caught or passed on. But I know what was wrong. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you so that way, if at any time something like this happens to any of y'all, you can take this into consideration. I don't know if I actually explained to y'all the symptoms that I was having, which led me to call the doctor, which ended up with me at the ER. But when I went to the follow-up, my doctor ended up telling me that I had been having anxiety attacks, full-blown anxiety attacks, and that I also had one when I was in the ER. And that these anxiety attacks, they cause you to have like chest pains, and they can feel like a heart attack. Now, I've been having these issues for months, but I wasn't telling anyone. But that day when I got sick was like the worst, and it was coupled with other issues. But she said all of that was the anxiety. And I am going through something really, really major that has been affecting me in multiple ways that I'm not ready to talk about. But I will one day. And I'm going to also explain to you that during this process, and I will tell you right now, during this process, yes, I have slipped. I have gained back 20 of my pounds because I realized I'm a very emotional eater, and that this has been a really emotional time. And as much as I've been trying to be successful on this journey, when I got hit with this like mental two-piece, I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared, and I don't know how a person can ever be prepared for what I'm dealing with, but I'm just doing the best I can. But the one thing that I tell you is I still don't give up on myself, even though I gained 20 pounds, even though I'm dealing with some mental anguish and some mental issues that I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with them the best way that I can. And every day is a new day, y'all. I'm here. And so I realize, how your mental issues, when they go unchecked, it can affect your physical life. That's where I'm at, dealing with this anxiety. I'm waiting for my script to go to the pharmacy, so I'm gonna call them today. Hopefully it's there so that I could start it. And I am personally not the type of person that likes taking a bunch of meds. So right now I'm on these muscle relaxers, and now I'm gonna start anxiety meds. I don't do that. I'm not necessarily that type of person. But right now, where I'm at, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. But I am also going to begin my research so that I can find more natural ways to deal with my anxiety, because I prefer to go the natural route and more natural ways to deal with what the muscle relaxers are doing for my body, because I need to be on track. I need my body and me to be working together, not against each other, together. And so I say all that to say, that's why I've been missing all week, family. I was hurt. I couldn't hardly walk. I was limping. My face was swollen. And my head was hurting. I think I had a slight concussion, honestly. I was just focusing, trying to get back on track. Then when I went to the doctor, I found out about the anxiety, God, I'm really upset. And I ain't used to these types of things, man. It's really hard. I'm just doing the best I can do. That's all anybody can do. When you're going through stuff, just put your best foot forward. Let it be enough until you can get over. But I always say, just do your best and to go and seek help when you need it. And that's what I've been doing. I'm realizing that some of the things I'm dealing with, they're outside of me in the scope of what I can handle, and what I can do and what I can't do for myself. And so in those moments I go to the doctor so I can, knowing it's half the battle, if I can know what's going on with me, then I can do the research, like I said, so I can take the more holistic approach, the natural approach. That's what I prefer, but I still gotta know what's going on. And so that's where I'm at right now. And just really just mentally just trying to handle it all. And mentally knowing that through all of this, I want my weight loss. I want my health to be the best that it could be. Those things haven't changed for me. It's just that the other things that I'm dealing with, they kind of overshadow that sometimes. And I find myself in different states of grief and depression, which I'm dealing with that stuff. But I still don't give up. I don't. Because giving up on yourself is never an option. Never. And I'll tell y'all all of this, because I'm human. And I want you to see that I am a woman that is struggling with different aspects of her life. And that, sometimes the road to weight loss is not easy. It's not easy. That's why I be very transparent with y'all. Because it's not easy. I know so many people who struggle, who still hold on to the weight, have these types of struggles. And when you watch videos sometimes of other people, they seem like they could just let it go just like that. And 1 minute you see they was 300 pounds, and the next minute you look around and they're 195. And you're like, how did that happen? I'm telling y'all, things work in alignment. They walk hand in hand. Life is about balance. And when you can create the cohesiveness, this environmental balance that your body needs to thrive, you're going to see that the weight loss is just going to be melting off. It is. But you have to sometimes just get out your own way. Just get out your own way. And so that's just kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to get myself on track. And sometimes there are negative voices in my head that say, we ain't gonna do this. This isn't gonna work. But it has worked. So I don't let those voices bother me. They say what they want to say, right? But there's that other voice that says, yeah, we're not doing that. We know better. We know that we can get the results. We know that with hard work and dedication, we can get the job done. We've done it, and we'll do it again. And so here I am. This is my first day back walking after me losing this battle with the bird. Bird won. Sweet loss. But days later, here I am, back on track, sore as ever. No low impact workouts. I'm walking, but I'm here. And so I'll be back tomorrow, y'all. And I'm doing my birthday countdown. So yes, of course, I'm like, got all these thoughts in my mind. Like, I'm not trying to have any scars on my face. I'm about to go into, my next rotation around the sun. I'm really excited about that. And I'm not letting anything get in the way of that. I still have these goals that I have set for myself. I don't know how I'm going to reach them in less than 14 days. 12 days. But we're going to get there. So let us cool down. Gonna lean back. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Whew. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick it up. Let's bring it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's bring it back. And if you're still listening to the sound of my voice, you've made it to the end of today's video, which I appreciate you coming to walk with me. I know sometimes my walking videos, they're more like a vlog, but I am trying to get back on track after being hurt, and I'm still hurt, but my motto remains, giving up on yourself is never an option. I live this life. I live it, and I fully believe it, and I'm showing y'all. Giving up on yourself is never an option. Today we got 2,318 steps. 2,318 steps. This is the start to my day. If it's the beginning of your day, start to your day. Let's go out here and crush it. And of course, I haven't been making it to 10,000 steps this week because I got hurt. I made it one day, but it wasn't yesterday. Yesterday, I made it to 5,000. But since I have been here today, I'm definitely pushing for this 10 through the soreness. I'll catch y'all back here on the flip side tomorrow. I love you. And remember, giving up on yourself, never an option. You got this.